If you want to become a full-time creator this year, so you can finally quit the 9 to 5 grind, then this video is for you. I haven't had a job in 8 years and I could never go back to the 9 to 5. I actually think the 9 to 5 is inhumane. It is slavery for the elite who are not paying taxes anyway. And that's why when I was younger, I was so convinced that I am going to be a housewife because I don't want to participate in that shit. But then I learned I can just become a creator and earn passive income from my content. And I've been doing that now for many years. And it's the best decision in my life. It is such a soft life. So if you want that, to only need to work a few hours per week and make 5 times as much money as you did from your 9 to 5, then this is the career path for you. And there were certain habits that I started to implement once I decided I wanted to become a creator that I will share with you today. And these habits are the reason why I was able to make content creation my full-time income. I have written them down here. There's 7 of them. The first one is to post before you feel ready. And this sounds easy, but it's not. Especially if you struggle with perfectionism. Perfectionism, I've learned, can be a form of procrastination. And how this can show up is that you feel, I am just too busy now. I have too much on my plate. I will start posting when this and this and this and this is aligned in my life. But the truth is, the stars will never align. That's what I learned after years of postponing this dream. And then once I started to take action, I started to create my website, my product. I then started procrastination in other ways. For example, constantly tweaking the fonts, tweaking the descriptions, tweaking the blog post endlessly, because it needed to be perfect. And I was wearing that like a badge of honor. Like, I don't just put out sloppy content. I make sure everything is perfect, quality content. But if you do this, you'll get nowhere. The people who actually grow a successful and impactful business, they learn as they go. They learn as they post. So you gotta post before you feel ready. Take messy action. Write in the comments to affirm, I take messy action. Yes. Habit number 2 is that you want to pick a simple format that is repeatable. So is it you interviewing people? Is it you going into nature, putting on your camera and just saying whatever comes out, whatever lesson or download that you wanted to share today? Is it a Q&A? This removes decision fatigue and gives a unique flair to your content so that people recognize, oh yeah, it's this person, it's this brand. And that way you can focus on what is the most important, which is your message. The third habit, and this is probably the most important, so please listen, and that is you gotta detach from immediate results. Because what happens is, most people, they're consistent the first few weeks. So they keep posting regularly, they're really proud of themselves, but then they look at their analytics and they're like, oh, there is just my dog and my mom who have liked this video. But what you have to realize is there is a delay. So the effort you put in now is gonna have ripple effects months down the line. And it is a lot of trial and error being a content creator until you realize what the algorithm likes when it comes to your niche, your content, especially if you're not following a proven system. In my program, Nomad Freedom Academy, I teach my little tricks and tips on how to get views on YouTube and how to actually get high-paying clients, pay you thousands of dollars per product. And if you follow a proven system like that, you don't have to do all this trial and error for years like I did. So if that sounds interesting, definitely book a business clarity call, and there you will also get guidance on how to narrow down your niche so that you can have a powerful message, big impact, and big abundance, because you deserve that, light worker. So focus on volume. You know, did I post this week? Good. Give yourself a pat on the back. Not how many views did it get. Don't worry about that yet. Just keep posting and don't give up. Habit 4 is to train your nervous system for visibility. Keep showing up on the camera. In the beginning, it's gonna feel scary. If I would take a shot for every person who said, Julia, I don't want to show my face on camera, Julia, I'm not good on camera, then I would be absolutely wasted. And I understand it because I was the same. When I posted my first video on YouTube, I deleted it a few days later because I felt so embarrassed. And I realized eventually is that people care much less than you think. Everybody feels like they are the main character of their own life. So even if they were to judge you, which most people are not, they will judge you for half a second and then they're like, what's for lunch? What am I doing now? So just do it. Share your thoughts, show your face, share your truth. And eventually you're gonna learn, oh my gosh, people care way less than I thought. Habit number 5 is to post even when you don't feel like it, when you don't feel inspired. The reason for this is because you will never wake up and feel like, today I just feel like filming so many videos. What I've noticed is filming that first video of the day, there is so much resistance for me every single time. But once you film that first video, it's like a threshold. Everything else flows so much easier after that. So always film several videos when you have a filming day. And why wouldn't you if you've put on makeup or like you did your hair or put on a nice outfit? Why would you go through all that trouble just to film one video? Now, some days are exceptions. Like if you're on your period, for example, 2 days before my period, I was in so much pain. And I was just like, I'm definitely not filming today. So I was just in my bed playing my cozy game, Will the Flowers. So you like have a digital farm and stuff. It's really cozy. And I was not feeling bad about it. Or if you're having a really depressing day, you've had sad news, don't feel bad. Just do it when you feel better. So you can absolutely take days off, but don't wait to feel motivated, because that motivation will usually never come. Habit number 6 is to start a simple monetization path and start it early. So you might think, oh, but Julia, I just started. I have like 5 subscribers. I don't want to think about money yet. The exciting thing about being a content creator though is that a video can take off and go viral at any point. So imagine now if your video that you created today goes viral and you don't have a call to action to a product. You could have literally lose thousands of dollars that you could have collected. It is time consuming to create content, so why would you just leave empty-handed? You deserve abundance. Like I've said in my New Earth celebrity video, we're seeing a shift now where the money and the power is shifting from the elite, the greedy celebrities, politicians, to the New Earth leaders. And in order to do that, you have to be willing to monetize. It's actually a good thing that the money and the power is with the New Earth leaders and not with these greedy people who have really lowered the vibration of this planet. So ask yourself, what problem do you solve? What challenges have you overcome that you can help other people overcome? And if you're not sure what your life purpose is exactly, then I have a free guide, link in the description, on how to find your purpose in 5 simple steps. Habit number 7, become the person before the results show up. It's really hard to trust the process, to post consistently when you are not seeing the results yet. And it's easy to say, when I have a lot of views, when I have a lot of subscribers, when I have a lot of money coming in, then I will be really, really consistent and post a lot and post every week. No. You need to be that person now. Otherwise, you will never get to that place. The spiritual YouTuber Arundhati did this. He told himself, I am a YouTuber, back when he had barely a following at all. So he was thinking, what would somebody who is a professional YouTuber do? And it would be to post every day. So he posted every day, I think for several months, and now he's like the biggest spiritual YouTuber. Now you don't have to post every day, but have that mindset of like, what would a full-time creator do? How would they show up for themselves? You have too much wisdom not to share it with the world, so go out there and shine your light. And if you want to learn the best business models for spiritual people, according to me, because I've tried a lot, then check out my next video, Best Business Models for Spiritual People. Let me know your thoughts and see you in the next video.